Now, this should be the last one I do here. Remember, name is Shem, it's Sem, it's Semitic. But here we go. I always said that Eve, CH, is actually what they call the he, is actually Abba or Hava, and that they have conscripted it and stolen it and made it he in Hebrew. Well, here, this is where our interpreters and our rewriters slipped up. Because here, Abba, notice how she got put in here. And they put that little s in here because it's reflective of the woman. And he is calling the human name of woman, name of woman of him, like like he owns her, he doesn't. Hava, that's the man. That he becomes mother of all of the living ones? No, that she. That Hua is really that she becomes like the living God over all of the living ones. So this is really different because she's the one who knows to put her clothes on, which brings us back to Telepi. Gableki Tepe, which shows the woman covering herself up and the man being modest as well. And the whole issue of what I experienced as a 6-year-old when I heard about the Garden of Eden story and everything I heard from the psychiatrist about my husband having the right to run around without his clothes on and all those other things. So here we go. This is mother. Should always be mother. When it comes at the end of the word, is not masculine. It's feminine. This is It may not mean plural men. Here we go. So it is she. So let's see, because they made that EVA. It's EVA. There is no U. They call it who, but it isn't. It's Ava, AVA. And they say up here, and he said to the he became. Oh, no. That's it's absolutely like this is not from. There's not an M. So let's see where they just have he. I think it's even more interesting. This is not from, that's min. That's actually the god. I don't know if they want mim, I don't know if they want min, but from is just M and a dot. That's what it is. This is God. AL is God. It's AL or EL. God, the Asha, he said, to increase, I am increasing grief of you, okay, and pregnancy, that's Haran, for the Horians, pregnancy of you. In grief, you give birth, sons, and God, Aish of you, and God, Aish of you, so they're both gods. Impulse of you, and he, notice this is he, that is EUA. That is, he deliver God in you. So either he is the midwife, or he is, delivering, helping with the genetic material that goes into you. Of course, they thought that he just delivered little gods into people, but because she becomes like God, she gives birth like God. She can develop. So it's a very interesting thing, but it's not at all like this. But let's look at the EU, because now this is what they use as the pronoun even today, which definitely is like Hava. That's an H. It has a Hava. Hava. It's not an ayin. It's like a Hava, Ava. Okay, so that's EUA and he. Let's come down here. EUA, that she. See, this is where when they went through and rewrote the text and they were hiding and they were covering things up were originally Hattian and Hurrian text, as they stole land, materials, their voices, everything they stole. They slipped up in their translations. This is an indication, and here's another slip up. Let's go back to 2. And they're slipping up all over the place. I mean, these people stole left and right. The Hebrews, the Moabites, the Ammonites, they did nothing but steal, steal, steal. And they represent Balaam. Remember, Everyone, including everyone who considers Abraham part of your legacy, you are nothing but Goyim. That's it. People come from her. Goyim, God's people, come from Sarah. Abraham only produces Goyim. Okay, so and they call themselves the Ivrit. They don't even call themselves Hebrew. So let's find Ava. The Shabbat, here we go. And you're going to remember that it is the 7th that is the holy. So God is telling them that already. El Shaddai, hold on, I'll find it. Here's Elohim. It's actually not Elo. There is no O. There is no I am here. There's no I am. There's no I am. It's just Elohim. No I am whatsoever. It's not even like that. It's not like it at all. It's just Elim. Again, that little bit of plural at the end means it could be 1% male. It's 99% female. And instead of making it a mixed gender noun, no. They appropriate. Oh, here we go. Here's Allah. Now that is the female goddess. Allah. It should say Allah. It's not these. Because here we go. And if you go through and look at this, and he is saying, look for it, there's that, and he increased from this, blah, 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 blah. Heaven, the earth, and all of them, and he's finishing the day 7, work of him, and he is ceasing day 7 for all work, which is in blessing day 7. Well, this is like, it begins with Zar, something like that. If we go through and find this, here, I'll put you on pause. Because if it were a plural masculine, or plural, it would be the I am at the end for that word. This is the word you're going to see here, za, for this, and so it would be zayin if it were the actual plural, because it's like this, these, and that's how they make something masculine plural. Okay, we're just going to remember that Allah is here, and this would be Allah's genealogical angels of heaven. It would be the goddesses genealogical of heaven, and we're going to find this someplace else, but I wanted to bring this to you. Oh, so this is Hava. It's Hava, okay, hand of Hava. All right, Min is not, this is not from, this is sign. We go through this already. And it's important to understand, and he gives the man the right to speak, although Allah is Hatin, and it's feminine, so they steal left and right. I mean, it's just incredible, just nothing but stealing. So it's okay that you both have the right to speak, but we do know that the child's first sounds that it hears is inside the mother. Here we go. Here's she. Yua. Here we go. Here's she again. And the gold of the land. The she, and they make it a he. Good. It should be. Oh my goodness. They do it again. Oh my goodness. There it is again. Shem, name of, is the same as heavens. Oh dear Lord. Oh, it just keeps getting better. And now it's he down here. Oh, they are really, you screwed up. Okay, in garden, here we go. It's not dress it, to dress it and keep it. This is to serve it. Here we go. Doesn't own it. He serves it. He doesn't dress it. He serves it. But dressing it is interesting, because dressing it is what they do with the gods. They dress and they feed and they look after their gods. And so the human being is to look after the world. You know, it's that Garden of Eden. Anyway, to make the story short, remember, they made up all kinds of things. This is not, is not mu. And we're talking about when she is born, and it's not really a she. See, here's flyer, and it doesn't have to have a U. There's Shem, heavens, it's either name, it's kind of Semitic. This is that he is causing. Now notice that L at the end, that's not a verb, so this has got to be something God. Hava Elohim. I didn't find the stupor. I see a Dhamma here on Adam, and he is sleeping and he is taking one cutting. Now this is really interesting because it's really not catch. It's really animal. Let's go back and see. They really screwed up because it should say animal, and this is where I think it went wrong. And he is taking, there's the A, and there's the cha and the th. What do we have up here for animal? Let's just find animal. The tree of life is about the animal. Okay, wait a minute. The shrubs in the fields, okay, this and the herbages. The herbages, that it says that God donated all these things to them. So there we go. The gods gave them these things. God gave them, donated those things. Oh, ayin is I. It is not is no. Here's ayin. And human I to serve ground. The fields he is sprouting that he caused rain, Yahweh Elohim on the ground, and human eye to serve the ground. There you go. There's no not in here. That's not not. It's I. Like to see. And human eye and human to see to serve the ground. On the field he is sprouting, and not he caused rain. Yahweh Elohim, meaning because there was a dry period with a lot of the water locked up within the pools. There wasn't an awful lot of rain going on, so it was the water percolating up from the rivers during flooding periods that caused the water, or the water that came out in springs or over waterfalls. This is where they were getting their water from, and not so much from rain. It was pretty dry. So this means to donate. Here we go. And human eye, and there's cause rain on the earth, and human eye to serve the ground. And every made the heavens, and every plant of the field before it was on the earth, all the shrubs of the field donated. He is becoming to the earth, and any of the herbages of the fields donated. He is sprouting the air and to the rain on the earth, and human eye to serve the ground. Here we go. Okay, so let's go and see what he calls animals. Let's see what animals are called. This is sign Adam. So where is he? All right, he's causing sprout Adam. This is not from food, child, wives, limits, garden trees, streams. Let's see what else being praised. It's for Goldland and she. Look at it, says he, but it's really she because it's really Ava, and it gets so much more interesting. Here's the onyx. Here we go. Sham is onyx. That's black. The stone of Sham. And the stone of the Sham. The Sham is onyx. That's Shem. And Shem, look at it, it's still Hashem, S-H-M, and this is S-H. S-H, Shahem. Oh, this is Sahab. This is really bad. Well, All of these are sons, and remember that's Abba, which should be a she, not a he. They stole it, and here we go. And Shem, name of the stream, blah, blah, blah. I want to get to the animals. All right, he's instructing him, he must say, and the rest tree of life, not even human, no, so the human, All right, they have a Y here. Now, chet can mean to cut, but I have a feeling that was added. This is one cutting, or he's taking one animal. They may have missed that whole thing. This is the one cutting. And he is taking one cutting, one animal, not sure, from, this is organs, this is a plural, or from my organ, and this is Tesla. And Tesla is an organ, a vestibule, a little house off to the side, another part of a being. Could be a penis, because if you're an XXXY, you've got a little penis to the front. Could be the Y chromosome, it could be from the DNA, it could be the XXXY, and then you have an XY chromosome. That could be the cutting that comes off. But there's something here, and it says organs. Or it could be, this is feminine, so is Tesla, feminine, organs, feminine, vestibule. It doesn't mean rib. In fact, we have the name Tesla, and then we have Tesla showing up in Micah, which is not necessarily okay, but we'll get to that later. We have Tesla, who was the dragon. His last name was Dragovich, our famous Tesla. And then we have Tesla today, who has the same birthday, similar birthday configuration, both Cancer 10s as Mr. Elon Musk. So here we go. So this is one cutting. This is one, and that's cutting. Or, there we go. From organs. There's a plural here. Or it becomes my organ. From organ my, you. Takes cutting, one cutting from my organ, you. What organ would God have that this one's being taken from and given to you? Or from him, my organ, him. Taking one cutting from my organ, him. So what would be my organ, him? And he is closing flesh, and that is under her. No, that's not what it says. Flesh, her cut, her cut. That's the TH is her. Her cut. Closing flesh, her cut. He's closing flesh, her cut. He's closing the flesh of her cut. And Yahweh Elohim sign the organ, because he's taken it from the organs. One cut from the organs. That means there's more than one organ there, and he's taking one of the organs away, and one of these organs, and Elohim now the sign, the organ which he took from the human. So he, and here it says, and this word is not two, it's God. And he took from the human to woman. And he brings, I don't know if that's her, he brings her God, the human. So he brings her into God, the human. So he is bringing her God, the human. So she's God the human. This is a very different text. He's bringing her God the human. There is no ish or ayisha, and this is, oh, here we go. This one, here's this one. So Allah beforehand, if if it were plural, it would be zatim or zatam, but it would not be this. So they screwed up in two. Look at this one. Bad job. This is on and over. It should be ish, not ayish. They made it more like, they made it more like Africa. In Africa, it's ayish. Ayish is not Egyptian, by the way. It is Afro-Asic. It's more like the Muslims in that sign. And also he is leaving, the man is leaving Abi of him. No, it should be the progenitors, which would also be his mother and father, and sign Amu of him, because Abi is where we got Abba. It's all bad. I've already pointed out how all of these other things are wrong. It's just bad what you do, just so bad. Okay, so clearly this is why Micah 5. It's just so bad. Sign, you shall slash, I don't even know if this is slash. She, this would be a she. Daughter. She slash, if there's an I at the end, this is plural you. This is a bad translation. Now, daughter of raiding, siege, name, Shem is name, Shem, name over us. This is not places. Now you slash, no. Sign, you, daughter, something or other, raiding, siege, name, on us. What's Oli? That's not on. There's no Oli. Us. My on us. No. In Shabbat, which is in club. In Shabbat. In Shabbat, which is, your Jewish club. I don't know if this is they smite. Here's on. On cheek. Sign, one judging of Israel. Hello, that's me. That's Israel. It is Israel. It's not Israel. It's Israel. That's what it is. It's not it. Let me repeat that again. It's not Israel. It's Israel. It's Israel. And Sarah L. We don't know. Yeah. And sign. Because this is not what you would be. And you, Bethlehem, inferior to become. You, Bethlehem, Ephrathah. This is the house of bread of Ephrathah, and that's Miriam. And Ephrathah is, the Ephra was actually the goddess, the head goddess of Ephah. They were over the bread. So Bethlehem, Ephrathah. And you, to become in Alphi, to become in Alphi, like a teacher, a tutor. I'm going to teach you to read, Judah, from you, for me. I'm just going to teach you to read. I don't know what MM means, you. And then, because there's no translation for it, for me. That's to me. It's not for me, it's to me. So, and you, Bethlehem, Ephrathah, the head was inferior I don't know. Let's go see what TZO. Let's see what TZ Zohar. Here we go. I did this in Hebrew means, let's go back here. In Hebrew, let's get this right, Lynn. Means see, now this is a UR and it doesn't have the IN in it, right? So which means stronghold rock. Okay. Sure, so you can see they're not spelling it right. The way they have it spelled here is Z-U-R. How do they have it spelled here? Stronghold rock. Like the rock of faith. Zohar. Z-U-R. There's no I in here. I mean, there's no I there. Let's make sure we get that right. T-Z-R, right, there's no Zohar. See, there's no I here. Rock. Zohar, rock. Okay. T-S-O-R, rock. There we go. Learn something new every week. Okay. You know, it's like English changes, but here we go. Our spelling has changed. So, and you, Bethlehem Ephrathah, and sign, Bethlehem, and sign of you, sign, definitely her, signs, Bethlehem Ephrathah, the signs, like the alphabet. This is not inferior, this is rock. There's nothing inferior here. Rock. Rock. Stronghold. To become. And teaching the alphabet how to read. Teaching the alphabet. Judah. I don't know what this U. To me. To me, for me, to become, what's this? This is ruling God, no, delivering God in Israel and going forth of, oh my goodness, it just gets worse. Okay. Whole different meaning. And we're going to learn from this. On, that's on. Oh dear. And sign. Stronghold. It means stronghold. Stronghold. A whole different meaning. This is an entirely different meaning. To teach the alphabet. Oh my goodness, to Judah. Oh my goodness, Trump. Trump. Okay.